We're here for our good friend Steve Azar's Delta Soul Celebrity Golf Tournament and event. And joining us now, just coming from another program rushing over here, is former NFL quarterback, Mr. Steve Beurline. Steve, thanks for coming on Middays, man. Sorry to run you around all over the place.
It's okay. It's all part of the deal. I'm used to it from over the years of being part of these kind of events, and I enjoy coming out and supporting a lot of great causes, but this one's special. Steve Azar is such a great person, a great friend, and I finally had a chance to make it work with my schedule, and I get to experience all this great stuff here down in the Delta, so I'm really excited.
How did you first get to know Steve?
We don't even remember how we met. It's one of those things. I believe it was. We were talking about this yesterday. It goes back probably 15, 17 years. It was a charity golf tournament. Somehow it was a celebrity event, and somehow we got paired up to play together. And I don't even remember what event it was. He doesn't either. We played together. We hit it off, became great friends. He invited me to come to his event that at that time he was doing in Nashville. It wasn't a golf tournament. It was kind of in conjunction with the Country Music Awards and all that stuff. And we just kind of became great friends and kept in touch. And, he's invited me down here several times, but I just never was able to make it work until this year. I just finally said, I'm going to make it happen this year, and here we are.
First time to Mississippi?
Not first time in Mississippi. First time, I think maybe choosing to come to Mississippi.
Okay.
I've been to Mississippi before. I worked for CBS for a lot of years doing games. I did a few games in Oxford for Ole Miss. I had some, I can't remember what the games were, but I did probably 3 or 4 games in Oxford for CBS as the kind of the second game on the SEC doubleheader weekends. So I got to feel Mississippi and Oxford. I don't know if they won any of the games that I was there for, so I don't know if I got to feel the full effect of what Oxford can be like when they win. But I really enjoyed those weekends for sure.
Yeah. So here you are in the heart of the Mississippi Delta, honestly, where American music was born. And Steve has continued that tradition, of course. But it's incredible how a guy like Steve, we consider him Mississippi's ambassador, if you will, he and Gwen, how he's got this circle of friends, frankly, from all over the world, and how many of them come to Greenville for this event to support his cause.
He's just one of those people that just everybody kind of gravitates to.
Yeah.
And he pulls people together. He has an incredible wit, also an incredible wisdom, and he's so articulate the way he can express himself. And I've done his podcast with him a couple times, and you have those conversations with him. It's just so easy. He's just so easy to talk to, and he's so genuine with his feelings and his emotion, and he just makes you feel good. And I think that's why people gravitate to him. They want to, whenever you have a chance to be around him, you just want to find a way to make it happen because he's just such a good person.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And Gwen as well.
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
You said, she's also, and she's obviously the rock behind him, as always is the case. But they're just special people.
We have a new state song that Steve wrote. Were you aware of that? We just adopted a new state song.
I don't know if I knew that.
One Mississippi.
Really?
Steve is the composer.
Yeah.
And
it's not surprising.
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
me at all.
He was involved in that. It was selected by our legislature and was adopted. It was a pretty big deal, so we're proud of that.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure at some point we'll hear that song over the course of this weekend. I'm sure of that.
Absolutely. Now, I heard you, overheard you in your last interview talking about experiencing some of the Delta Fair at Doe's. Is that right?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Yes. Last night it was an experience that I don't know I would ever be able to do it justice trying to talk about it. I told the other guys when we were talking over in the other show that I'm going back to California on Sunday. I wouldn't even know how to begin to describe that experience. Every aspect of it was so unique and so absolutely perfect that You can't do it justice by just talking. It's like you have to experience it. As you know, you have to go in there sit down in one of those seats to really understand it.
A unique Mississippi experience for sure. No doubt about that. Well, Steve, thanks so much for coming on. Thanks for being here. That's most importantly. Have a good day out there on the course and a good event this weekend. Appreciate you being here.
Looking forward to it. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Steve Beurline, former NFL quarterback and also a quarterback at the University of Notre Dame. Remember watching you too, Steve. Appreciate you coming on. We're coming right back on.